Oh my goodness, I did not see you there. Did you just sneak up behind me like that? Oh, my apologies. I apologize if we get into the rough start. By the name, my name is Beatrice Mendoza. Or B or Honey for short. What is your name? Ah, that's a lovely name. Well? Oh, you're curious of what I am, apparently. Well, I'm not sure how to explain this. No, I'm not a mouse. No, I'm not a hedgehog. No, I am not a cat. Although many people have everyone thought I was Honey the cat, even though I'm not. Well, it's just because of me. I know. Well, I guess you could say I'm a teddy bear. Yes, I know, I don't look like one now. Well, that's because, you know, I ain't small. Let's just say that, I am a magical teddy bear. Yeah, let's just say that. Apparently I came to life one day, by a toy maker himself, and, apparently I can walk and talk now, and, basically I turned into this form, and so on and so forth. Oh, you're asking for abilities. Well, I don't really have much abilities. Well, in fact, I am a growing sorceress at the time. All the magic I actually learned. Oh, well, not exactly learned, but inherited was light powers. So I'm a light sorceress. I have light powers. Yeah, light powers, you could say. Oh, what does my powers do? Let's see. So, let's say, for example, I take out a Chaos Emerald, right? Each of the Chaos Emeralds grants me different elements. But there are actually two ways I can use them. Either I put it up at direct sunlight, and then just grants me the ability, or I can just glance and stare at it with my own eyes, and then I grant that ability. Now you may be wondering, why do I use my eyes just to stare at a Chaos Emerald? Or a crystal, in the matter. Let's just say, like I said, with light powers, the light crystal is within me. And apparently my eyes are kind of like the sun, technically. Think of it as Medusa. Except it doesn't work on people. Doesn't really work on people, but it only works on crystal property. Now say, for example, if I don't want to use my ability and just want to have fun without accidentally using my power, I can just put on my sunglasses. Yes, this looks silly, I know, but it prevents me from using my power during the sunlight. Now, whenever I want to use my ability, I can just take my sunglasses back off and just use it that way. I know, it's impressive. Yes, I know, sorceress wears like typical magical robes and something like that. Well, I don't technically wear robes. And the reason why is that I want to be able to have more movement. So, for some of my abilities, I currently learned 3 elements right now. Well, learned 2, 1 is inherited. So besides light, I also have the ability of an air crystal or a white chaos emerald, and air grants me the ability to run fast. You can say I'm a little bit of a speedster, but only temporary. So while light is more of a long-lasting term, the other elements that I'm learning are pretty much limited based on the accuracy of the sun. I guess you could say that I'm more stronger during the daytime. Nighttime, not so much. So, long story short, my abilities are based on not just the times of the day, but also the phases of the moon, the accuracy, and so on and so forth. Oh, you thought that was interesting? Thank you so much. Although I barely use my powers yet, unfortunately. I just like to go on the pacifist route, you know? Because I believe that everyone can change. I believe most of the people are good-hearted. Yes, of course, some of them can't be redeemed, but as long as they try, it doesn't hurt, doesn't it? But, anyways, the other element I learned. Alright, I also learned, a life ability, or a healing ability of someone, which is the green chaos emerald or the green mana crystal. But basically, I can be able to either A, heal others whenever they need, or 2, heal myself during, tougher times, as you may say, or if anyone's in danger or something, or injured or whatever, I use my ability to heal them, which is actually really great. I'm still learning other abilities as I go, but so far I only learned 3 abilities. So far. I'm still growing. Oh, you're asking me what I love to do during my free time whenever I'm not going on adventures? Oh, yes, let's see. I like to go to tea parties. I love tea parties. Tea parties are always very fun. I used to play tea parties with my older sister. Well, I used to have an older sister back in my own past timeline. You're wondering what happened to her? Well, I could tell you the whole story. But let's just settle this down for tea. How's that sound? Maybe I can tell my full story there. But first, I better to go to that cabin over there and get dressed. I usually like to dress up occasionally for tea parties. I guess I'll see you there. Well, come along, traveler. We must go ahead and get ready for a tea party. See you there. Alright. We're here. This is another one of my gardens. We just took a little bit of a long route. But hey, at least there is lovely tea over there. Yes, we can chat in here, and I can tell my full story from here. Well, follow me, hold my hand. It's a lot of fun that way. Alright, let's go. Alright, if I'm able to get up to the seat. Ah! There we go. Come on, have a seat. There you go. Come on and pour you some tea. Alright. Yes. I remember you wanted me to tell you the whole story. The whole shebang. Well, it was quite a long time ago. There was a toy shop that was very local in the olden age. Well, let's just say, you remember how I met the toy maker? Yeah. And, let's just say he's the famous toy maker in all of Blue Rose, where I was originated. So he had his own toy shop called the toy shop of Blue Rose. Yes. And apparently, I was one of his finest creations. The finest creations, in fact. That I was like a dear daughter to him. I know, it seems a little bit silly, I know. Who would call the teddy bear their own daughter? Well, I don't normally call him father, though. I normally just call him toy maker because, you know, he's the one that made me. It makes sense. I wasn't born or anything, just made. Hands down. By him. And what he's mostly known for is to make his toys come alive. And technically, here I am, being alive. But back on to the story. Well, I remember one day the little girl came in by herself, and she wanted to take me home. The toy maker was a little bit hesitant at first, but he accepted it, but only with a condition. He did tell her that she can take me home as long as she brings me for maintenance every weekend. And that little girl who brought me home with her, let's just call her Ophelia. She was a sweet 7-year-old. So, I was brought home with her, and we get along just fine. She was like a big sister to me. We used to have lots of fun together. I thought she was going to take me to a very sweet home. But turns out I was wrong. Once we get inside her house, it wasn't livable. It wasn't as what I hoped to be. The interior of the house was not in the best condition, I must say. And even barely in her room upstairs. Her room was even more of a nightmare. And when I mean nightmare, I didn't mean all the toys strung out or it's messy. It's more completely worn down, not in the best condition house. And it barely looks like she has any toys to play with. The only toys she kinda had were just handmade by herself. She kinda made her own toys. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love her creativity, but I just feel as they're not exactly quite alive. They weren't made from the same company or the same toy shop as my toy maker. Let's just say. I pretty much used to have the ability to talk with other stuffed animals or stuffed plushies, in fact. And in that timeline too, I didn't even talk nor walk, but I can only talk within my mind. I can only speak subconsciously. And she asked me if I really like the tea party and stuff. I wanted to say out loud that I really do love tea parties that she hosted. She usually like to host it every Tuesdays. It makes me feel like home. We used to have a lot of fun. I think I remember one of our toys named Miss Lisa. She was really nice. And the nickname that Ophelia gave me was Miss Beatrice. Get it? Beatrice? A clever play on word for a teddy bear that smells like honey, plus a hint of cinnamon. Yes, I do have a built-in scent. That's why the smell is a little bit strong. I don't use perfume or anything. I just have a built-in scent, which can be either an advantage or a disadvantage depending on the situation at hand. Don't you mention about Werehog Sonic, that does not count. Now, anyway. Oh, let me just put the plate back there. VRCHAT logic, am I right? Well, where was I? Ah, yes. So, the tea party went really well. Until her drunken father came in and starts yelling at her. I do really feel bad for her. I wish I could give him the peace of my mind. But alas, I couldn't do anything. I'm just a silly old teddy bear. Well, as the days goes on, she used to take me everywhere. And I'm talking about her school, to the park, to basically anywhere she likes to go, especially the garden. But then once the weekend came, she took me right back to the toy shop where I was originated, and he wanted to check up on me. And so he did some meetings on me and did his welcome magic, make sure I was working properly. And with a snip of a thread, I felt a heartbeat. An actual heartbeat. That's when I first know that I can be able to live. And there is one thing that he told me that was kind of got stuck to me for quite a while, and he said, now whenever she's in trouble, you can do anything to protect her, right? And I agree. I agree to his promise. So now, I have a full-on job, a purpose. My first purpose in life was to make sure Ophelia feels safe and that I could be able to protect her. That is, until one day, when the two of her parents were fighting. And you know most people have parents fight over each other and yada yada yada. But this was more like some sort of abuse. They were yelling at each other, screaming at each other. The father got so drunk and tried to hit his wife. But apparently the drunken bottle got thrown up to his stove, and then the house starts to burn on fire. And yes, I do mean fire. Ophelia, with me tagging along, was wondering what the heck is going on. She tried to check up on the parents, but then the kitchen ceiling in fact, got crushed underneath her, while the flames engulfed. I had the same words stuck in my mind. Now, well, something along the lines to protect her, and well, those words have been stuck in my head, and I remembered I had a life patch that he sold on to me. And so I tried to save her. I sprang and tried to save her. And let's just say that I wasn't strong enough and that it was too late for me to save her, unfortunately. It was a failed attempt to the point where not only she got burned down, but along with myself. We both got burned into ashes. The toy maker sprung to our place, and he saw that it was also too late. I failed to save her on time. But I did remember hearing the voices of what he vowed. He vowed to save both me and Ophelia, vowed to fix us both. So later on, I got remade, but I still have my old memories. Oh no, you are fine. At least you didn't do anything wrong. Trust me. Yeah, sometimes things are tough. Which is exactly why my goal is to make sure to become stronger. I want to become strong someday so that I can be able to protect everyone I love. Especially you. I vow to protect my friends and my family. And do whatever I can to protect others, you know? I'm still working on my English speaking. So it's not always the best. But you know, Hopefully we can become friends one day. You know? I always like to have a new friend. Well, would you look at the time? I must get home. I have a really nice home if you want to come and chill there. Yeah, we can most certainly do that. Alright. Well, shall we get started? Shall we go on ahead? Well, come on, traveler. Let's go ahead and relax at my cottage. Alright? Let's go. And we're here. Well, welcome to my cottage. How do you like it? I kind of pre-decorated myself. I love looking at nature from time to time. You could say it's actually kind of, you know, pretty aesthetic. Well, I guess we can go ahead and check it out. So, see, I have a pretty nice camera. I do love to take pictures often. So let's see if I would turn this around and just say I like to take a picture of here. I guess I can kind of show you. You know what? VRCHAT logic. I love to take some photography of like forest and nature. And I could just stick it onto walls. Like so. Ta-da! Now I'm gonna go ahead and set this down. Let's see here. We also have, you know, nature. We could go on a nature watch. It's always seems so nice. I hope you like nature as much as I do. So, you know, all different types of animals, all the flickies and all other creatures. Nature is a part of beauty, you know? Well, let's go check out other parts of the room, shall we? Well, and here's the rest of my room. What do you guys think? I think I'm just gonna lay down here. This looks nice, doesn't it? I have a canopy. I have a bunch of plants on the walls. It's pretty good decoration. I love the smell of nature. Well, I mean, I'm slowly getting tired from all of these adventures. Well, well, I must have been drifting off to sleep now, but it's always good to rest after a long adventure. So, maybe we get to talk again soon. And maybe we'll just all get to hang out. How's that sound? Maybe I will tell you more stories later. But right now, I bet it's time for us to get a good little shut-eye. So, well, you have a good rest of your day, okay? I'll see you all tomorrow when you can. Bye-bye!